So, car. So here's the thing. I've got a confession to make. Of course, I think the 200 of you or so who are gonna actually watch this probably expect me to do videos related to photography. And I love photography. Don't get me wrong. Photography is like my thing, you know. I guess I'm known for photography, right? Known? That sounds weird. The thing is, the people who are really close to me, they ask me why are you not making videos all the time? You started out really well. You made 3 videos in 3 weeks, and you were really killing it. And then, some life stuff happened. But aside from the life stuff, which I'll get into later, the main thing is I think I wasn't super interested in what I was talking about, I was talking about taking photos. The second video, the first photo was about using your iPhone and all that. And yeah, it's good. I can talk about that stuff and I enjoy talking about that stuff. But so like I said, I've got a confession to make. You might be able to see here on the table. You probably can't see because it's super close. Tons and tons of bags. Do you want to know why there's a lot of bags? Because I have a bit of a problem. My name is Josh, and I'm a bag addict. Nobody fucking applauded? Well, I guess that's the best I can do. I really am a bag addict. In my life, people ask me, what are you interested in? And the thing is, if I take a good photo, I'm very excited. But man, there's nothing fucking more exciting. Oh, it doesn't smell new. Smell of a new bag. That's not a new bag, so it doesn't smell new. So I get excited about something like this. This is the prize jewel of my bag collection. This is the Kletterwerks Drei ZIP 3 zip, handmade in America. Could possibly be handmade by the founder of the company, if you believe the story. But just feeling this and unzipping it, cadavered. Look at that. It's fucking beautiful. There's pockets. I can put my stuff in it. See, the thing is, I just get really excited about that type of thing. What I'm gonna say is, I'm gonna start making more YouTube videos, and I'm gonna start making more videos, but if a lot of them are related to something to do with a bag, I very much apologize. I'll talk about photography too. Of course I'll talk about photography. But I'm gonna have a bit of a spin on it. I think I'm gonna talk a lot about bags because I fucking love bags, like I said. Gives me a chance to get more, and then my wife doesn't have to get angry because there's some reason for me getting them. And then, on top of that, I think I know a lot about them, so maybe I can help some of you figure out, which bag you want to get. Every bag I get, I somehow modify to work for photography. So in a lot of ways, I think that those type of things can be really helpful for some people. And there's tons of dust flying around. Basically, a lot of these bags were in storage, and there's a huge sunlight right here. So when I do this, you can see some fluff. My bad. Okay, I'm gonna take you through some of the bags that are here, just really quickly. And then, later there will be, I'll make videos about each of them and different ones and whatever. This is literally less than half of what I have stuffed somewhere. So I just grabbed the first ones plus crown jewel here and some interesting ones, and I put them all together. So let's talk quickly about some of them. I'm just gonna maybe I will just, no, I can't throw them off. It feels too bad. How can I throw them off? Yeah. Okay, so I know you guys are here for photography, so let's talk a little bit about photography bags. I'm not really one for, I've done the whole I need a photography bag thing. And what happens is, because I'm a bit of a bag, you know, as I mentioned, I'm a bit of a bag. Can I say bag? Maybe I can't say that, but I love bags. So the thing is, I've tried fucking all of them, every bag. And I think I've gotten to the point now where I kind of know what I like. And usually it's not a camera bag anymore. But I'll show you a little bit about what I mean, because sometimes I do like camera bags, just depends on them. This was like the camera bag I used for a really long time. And I like to call bags like this like a mainstay. And what a mainstay means is, basically in my brain, the mainstay is like the bag that I keep going back to. I buy another bag, I try another one, they're cool for a week, and then I go back to the mainstay. So this was my first photography mainstay bag. And honestly, now that I look back at it, my love for bags probably started with this bag. And I don't even know why, but it's weird because my current preference in bags also kind of go back to a little bit of this. So this is a Tenba. It's like a Daypack messenger, it's called. And it's made of like 1000D Cordura. It has like YKK zips everywhere. It's got like Duraflex buckles. Has like a great harness system. So like an expedition grade harness system. Straps are really like burly and strong. And it's got like a big hip strap system, and you know, it's really nice in black. But now I have cats and 1000D Cordura plus, or just Cordura in general plus black plus white cats just doesn't mix. So I honestly had no choice but to retire this guy because it's just so full of cat hair all the time that it's impossible. I have to clean it like 15 times a day. And not only that, but it started to show after 10 years. I bought this bag in 2010. And after 10 years, it's starting to show some little bit of wear. But honestly, it would still work perfectly fine, I think. So this guy has like a camera section down here. I'm not going to spend too much time on them. I might do like a full review on each of them later just for fun. But yeah, there's like a camera section. The camera cube is actually in the room in storage somewhere. It's got a bunch of pockets. It's got this like tie-up top here. It takes your laptop. Has like some cool organization. Anyway, this was my first ever camera bag mainstay. So this is where it all started. After that bag came, which honestly, that bag lasted for, yeah. So that bag lasted for 7 years, maybe 6 years, 6 or 7 years. I used that bag like, you know, probably 80% of the time. I would switch flip-flop between different ones, but I would always go back to that one. And like, it's really interesting to me that the next bag that ended up being my mainstay was actually quite different. And that was this one. Now, not exactly this one, but, well, yeah, exactly this one anyway. So this is like the Wandrd PRVKE, which I think they spell like PRVKE. There's this bag guy I watch all the time, Chase Reeves. You probably all watch him if you're here because of a bag. And like, he calls it the PRVKE. So he says like the PRVKE. But anyway, this is the Wandrd PRVKE. Now, the thing about this bag is like, it is like so utterly useful. And I mean like literally, it just does like everything. Like, I can travel for a week with this bag. I can take it on like a hike. I don't hike, so I mean, if I did hike, I could take it on a hike. I can go to Seoul for a week and like live there with just this bag. I can do a photography trip with this bag. I can do street photography with this bag, and I can use it as a daily bag. Like even recently, I've been using it as a daily bag with no camera cube inside. So you can see it's like all flat because like the tech organization in this is great. It has this like roll top thing here. You can see it's got this like roll top. So, you know, you can like fill it up to here and then cinch it down and you end up with tons of space, you know, like enough clothes for a while. You can put like a camera cube in the bottom and then still have clothes for a week. It's I mean, I don't know if you can see, it's been through its paces, and like, not all by me, honestly, but you know, there's a quick access here for your camera, so you can easily pull out your camera. I find like my normal style, because my cameras are small, mostly, just having like one quick little place to have my camera is such a big thing for me. And you know, bags like this, even though they're proper camera bags, they have to have like somewhere quick to get the camera out. So I do like this bag because of that. But as most people say about this bag, the zipper can be a bit sticky. So that part gets annoying sometimes. But yeah, this was my second mainstay. So for quite a while, you know, this is the type of bag I always go back to. And I think it's just because it's just so useful. And even though it's black, it's like this tarpaulin dingy material, and like cat hair doesn't stick to it. So perfect. So yeah, on to the addiction. So I've done like all kinds of stuff. Like here's travel bag, sling bags, special edition bags, dust flying everywhere, shopping bags, crown jewels of beauty, tech bags, tactical bags. Basically, I've done it all. And you know, like I went through a phase where this kind of thing is what I would use. This is like the Peak Design 10-liter sling, everyday sling. And I would use it and kind of rock around with this and just stick my iPad in, and yeah, it was fine. But like the thing is, I needed more. I'm just not like the same bag everyday kind of guy. I like bags too much. You know, I'm the type of guy who will be loyal to my friends and my wife to death, but I'm not sure I'll ever be loyal to a bag. Anyway, so lately actually I've been using this one a lot, which is a new Wandrd. This is like the Wandrd DUO, and actually thanks to Wandrd for sending it to me, but it's so good. It's such a nice bag. And like when people ask me right now, like for tech related stuff, and they're like, which bag, you know, should I get? I always recommend this one because it's just so good at so many things for like daily travel, daily life, not travel, but you know, daily life stuff, laptops, cameras, all that stuff. And full review on this is coming, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but it's a killer bag. Can you see these? Probably not, right? Let's hope. I'm using like my old Pentax camera for video today, and like there's no flippy screen. People kept saying I looked at the screen too much, so this one doesn't have it, so I'm looking at the lens. The thing about bags is, I think while I'm not loyal to any particular bag, I do feel some loyalty to bag companies. Somebody's talking outside, so it's a little bit hard. But yeah, I do feel some loyalty to like particular bag companies, and I guess it's like fanboyism. I guess you could call that fanboyism. So like you saw two Wandrd bags. One luckily they sent to me, but the thing is like I was already trying to buy that bag before they sent it to me. So my biggest fanboy isms related to bags always go back to one company, and it's this one. So not this bag. This bag is just a good example of my fanboyism, because this bag is from Mystery Ranch, and I fucking love Mystery Ranch bags. They're just made super well. They're not camera bags at all. Like seriously, nothing about this, nothing about any of the Mystery Ranch bags I'm going to show you in a second are related to cameras, but I fucking love every single one of them. Like this is just for shopping. I literally bought this bag only to go to the shopping mall, the shopping place, which I usually drive my car to. It's a problem. Like this is a special edition Mystery Ranch. It's made of this like X-PAC material. It's a bag called like the Robo Flip, and like the normal Robo Flip is based on like this super old bag design for mountain climbers, and like it has like only like the top opening, but this is kind of like a Japanese special edition one that has like this yeah, like I said, X-PAC material. It's made in the USA. It's got you know, like minimal branding, just a really nice bag. really nice. I mean, I think a lot of people from the States, if you're watching this, you can't get this one in America, but it's so nice and so light. And actually, this bag's main function for me is it goes inside other bags when I travel. So this bag is like my stowaway, everyday carry bag when I travel. I just jam it down like this, stick it in a bag. It's so light because of the X-PAC material that it's great. And you know, it's got a spot for my laptop and my tablet and all that kind of stuff here. So yeah, this is one of my favorites. Speaking of travel, this is my travel bag. So this is a Mystery Ranch bag too. This is the Mystery Ranch Rover. And this one I've not had for a whole lot of time. And honestly, I got it like just as Corona was kicking in, and I haven't had a chance to travel with it much. Before that, I traveled a lot with the Peak Design travel duffel, or just like a big backpack of some sort. But this one actually has been really good. It's got a bit of weird stuff about it that I don't love. It's a little bit too big for me. But I did take one sizable trip with it, and it actually performed super well enough that I decided that I think I'll use this one mostly for travel from here on out. And I have like this makeshift camera cube that I made that goes in the shoe compartment, and like, I mean, it's actually a thing made by, oh shit, maybe it's in the room. But anyway, there's this thing Mystery Ranch makes, which is like made for, these guys make bags for like hunters, so maybe it's made for something related to hunting, but I use it for camera gear, basically. And yeah, it works great. So yeah, this is a killer travel bag. It was pretty affordable too, and yeah, quite nice. And as I said, this is the crown jewel of my collection. So, I mean, my current collection. This is like one of those bags that I feel slightly guilty when I use it, and it's like, you should never feel guilty when you're using a bag, right? Like, that doesn't make any sense. But somehow, I just feel guilty when I'm using it. So basically, this is a Kletterwerks bag, which is also Mystery Ranch, like I talked about before. But Kletterwerks was like a line they made to like kind of harken back to the old bags. Mystery Ranch is started by a guy named Dana Gleason, and he's like kind of a legend in bag making. So for a bag nerd like me, he's like, you know, god tier kind of guy. And honestly, like, this bag feels like a real bag. You know, all these new bags, they've got these like space age materials. Even the Mystery Ranch I showed you a little while ago with the X-PAC. But this one is just like, it's just, feels like a bag, you know? Feels like you could just like throw it and it would be great. And like this, I gotta show you this. So Mystery Ranch's big thing, or at least like Dana Gleason's, one of Dana Gleason's big things is this 3 zipper. So and the reason for it is people don't understand why. Because basically for camera gear it works well, because what I do is I'll put a camera cube here with this opening, and that becomes like my quick access to my camera gear. And then if I want something on top, I just rip it open and the stuff is on the top. So actually as a camera bag, it works really well for me. Sounds ridiculous, but it works really well. And even though this is an old looking bag, it's actually quite new, and it's got it's also made in America. Now the interesting thing about this one, and I don't know. So Dana Gleason, the guy who runs this company, goes by D2. And this is the thing about like people who made this bag, like they sign their name. And this one actually says D2. So did Dana Gleason make my bag? Probably not, but it's a good thought to have. That's probably why I don't use it. I should probably use it more. But, you know, it's like one of those things, like, what if he really did make it? But then he'd want me to use it. But then, I don't know. It's not like I would ever sell it, so it's not like, that's not the point. It's just more like, anyway, it's a bit of a weird thing. Sometimes I wish it didn't say D2 on it. Very much lately, I've been using this gigantic bag, which is made by a Korean company called Eshena, and like, there's some weird stuff about this one too, which I'll talk about when I do a review of it, but like, generally speaking, I'm not a big tactical bag guy, but it has like this shoe compartment that works perfect as like a camera quick access thing, and that I kind of fashioned for myself. And most importantly, I think that it's a Korean indie company, and I kind of like supporting Korean indie companies because, you know, a lot of stuff is made in Korea, like Samsung and LG, but, you know, these kind of indie companies, like, I really want to see them do well. So when I can have a chance to support these guys, it's great. So I want to do that. Anyway, that's it for today. Now, I said there'd be a bit of a life update, so I'll do that really quickly. So hot. Okay, so points for anybody who knows who that is. You're my people. My wife is pregnant, and that was something that happened recently that really made everything kind of a whirlwind. My mom's been a little bit sick, so that also made things a whirlwind. So my life's been kind of like really up and down lately. So that's probably the main reason why I haven't been making videos and not been posting much on Instagram and that kind of thing. But you know, gotta start again, gotta do it again. And I think that's the start of my new channel style called Bag Horror.